Welcome to another edition of SoCal Scents. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Jade.
Welcome, Jade. Thank you for coming back.
Always.
And today we're going to be doing a fragrance lineup video. It's all from the same brand, and you're going to let us know what you think of the different variations of all these different fragrances.
Cool, let's do it.
All right. You ready for the first one?
Hit me with it.
All right. Let everyone know what you think of this one.
Okay. I kind of have an idea what you might be doing with all the lineups. This is like a really kind of it's not neutral, but it's like there's a lot of profiles that are pretty even.
Yeah.
So I think it might be a really good baseline to explore this line with. It starts off pretty bold, so I'm interested to see if it on the dry down, if it mellows out a little bit. The word coming to mind is tangy. I don't.
It's very tangy to you?
Yeah. It's bold, but it's. Can you guide me out of adjectives?
So for me, it's very clean and it's an iris-based fragrance.
Okay.
And it feels like very office-y.
I think the clean is the like tang, that like first initial like presentation.
Yeah.
I get office.
100% has a tangy vibe to it.
It's like, good morning, I'm here.
Yeah, it's got a little bit of it's like a fresh sour on
there
top.
It is, but it's nice. So I'm interested to see. I probably will give it a higher score on the dry down if it does calm. I'm gonna start at a 7. Cool. It's pleasant.
Nice. This is Gentleman Eau de Toilette. All right, you ready for the next one?
Number 2.
Let everyone know what you think of this one.
Okay. I like this one more than the last. It's got that smoky kind of alcohol, bourbon, leather element that I prefer. It's less clean. It feels more night than the first scent.
And you love your nighttime
I
fragrances.
do. I'm in entertainment and hospitality. I'm a bottle server, so I mostly am out at night, only in the day to film with you.
Yeah.
And this is delightful. I'm gonna give this a rather high score. I'm gonna put this at a 9.
9.
Yeah,
all right.
That's just my
You dig
next
this
boyfriend.
one.
Please wear that.
Cool. This is Gentleman Eau de Parfum.
Love it.
All right, here's the next one. Let everyone know what you think of this one.
Interesting. Okay. This is very different from the last. This almost has it seems lighter.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as bold as the first scent, but that doesn't mean it's not as great. It's got a powdery element to it.
Yeah.
A little bit more feminine, but I like that. I'm gonna put this in between number 1 and number 2 at number 8.
Okay.
A level 8.
Do you smell the chocolate? It's got cacao in it.
The more it sits here, I can pick up on that note. Not initially, it was that powder freshness.
Uh-huh.
But it's migrating. So
Yeah.
I'm wondering if I'll sense it more too on dry down.
See how it changes?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm a fan of this company.
This is Boisee.
Yeah, 8.
Next on the list, here we go. Let everyone know what you think of this one.
Interesting. There's a completely new note here. Let me see if I can identify it, because I know you probably already know.
Probably not off the top of my head.
It's more similar to scent 3. So it's got kind of that powdery. It's not as bold as scent 1 initially. It's still very. It is more daytime. Interesting, but I don't know how I feel about this. It seems kind of feminine to me, like in more like a unisex way, not just in.
I guess it could be unisex just because of the iris, but to me it comes off as very like office.
It is
like,
very day in office, like I said.
The business. Like,
I'm getting floral scents in there too.
Yeah.
But I'm not. It's not pleasant, but it's not one of my favorites. I'm gonna put this down at like a 6.
Okay, so you still like it though?
I still like it. It's still lovely.
Yeah.
It's just, it's not as inviting, but it's not as impacting initially.
As the other ones.
Correct, as like one.
Yeah, like
Scent 1.
I personally bought this one just for like
It's totally
taking a business
day.
meeting,
It's
going
100.
to work, like type of situation. So
It's not aggressive.
yeah, very inoffensive.
Inoffensive, yeah.
Inoffensive. You're gonna smell nice and pleasant.
Pleasant.
I don't think anyone's gonna think you smell.
No,
bad.
it's not bad at all. It's just very different and not one of my favorite scents.
Yeah.
But that's lovely and definitely day. That's hands down day.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you, Jade. The next one she's gonna smell. Let us know what you think of this one.
Okay, we're popping back into kind of a nighttime, going out kind of scent. It's got that musk. It's got that romantic intrigue that is my favorite thing. This one I'm catching the cocoa or the coffee. There's like the leather. It's very dark. It's very complex. But this is right up my alley. I'm excited to compare this with scent number 2. I'm gonna put this at a 9 as well. I think this is delicious.
Yeah, I like it. It's got this like warming woods
It's
with
very warm. Like I picture.
with the soft iris.
Yeah.
behind it.
Yes. Yep. Mhm.
There's technically whiskey in it, but I don't smell no whiskey in that.
I
thing.
do. I got all of the booze.
But it's not boozy.
No, it's not booze-y, but like just it reminds me of Christmas time at almost like a whiskey tasting or something. That's awesome.
Cool. 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
This is Gentleman Reserve Privée.
I love that.
Let everyone know what you think of this one.
This is very reminiscent of Scent 1. It's got that bold impact, definitely the iris. It is very clean. It's very much picture like an office exec. This guy has business to attend to.
Yeah.
Pleasant, but a little bit more forceful than some of the other ones I've smelled. And again, I'm interested to compare with Scent 1 because I'm getting a very similar profile, very similar. So I'm gonna keep it at like a 7 rating, similar.
Cool. To me, this one is a little bit not as, it doesn't have that fresh tart that the first one had.
It does not have the tang that I commented on.
No tang on it.
No, but it's the same intention.
I agree. I feel like it's similar. That one's tangy. This one's not tangy.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a good differentiation.
But nice and pleasant. Another office scent.
Still,
great office scent.
Great office. 7.
Cool.
Nice.
The last one that she's going to smell. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Let everyone know what you think of this one.
Whoa, okay. Really different.
Completely.
Completely different. This is also a day scent, but it does not compare to anything else I've smelled thus far. It does have a boozy element, but it's lighter. Maybe I'm saying, I feel you cringe when I use the term boozy because I know it refers to something else in fragrance, but it just reminds me of nightlife, even though I said day. Where am I going with this?
So for me, this has been my Christmas Day scent for like the last 4 years.
That's appropriate.
So every time I wear this fragrance, it's on Christmas Day because it smells like the holidays to me.
I'm getting the fur almost like that.
And there's cinnamon and.
So maybe that's the boozy element I'm saying.
You're thinking of like the warm by the fireplace type of cozy.
I nailed the day part of it though.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. I know that seems like a juxtaposition, but
I feel like this can be worn day or night, but cold.
It could.
I wouldn't
Definitely
wear it outside
cold.
of cold weather.
This is inviting as well. It's not as like strong to begin with, but then the more you get used, you like warm up to it and you want to be around it. I like this. I was just surprised. It's completely different.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this at 8.
Cool.
This is nice too.
Nice. And this is Gentleman Only Absolute. Or Absolute. Absolute. There's so many that have Absolute or Absolute. This one's Gentleman Only Absolute. We're back on the dry downs. Jade is gonna let us know if she likes it better, worse, or the same. So here is the original Gentleman Eau de Toilette, and you gave it a 7 out of 10.
I gave it a 7 out of 10. This was the really bold one to begin with. It actually got stronger in my opinion on dry down. It got more in your face, but I don't know if in a good way for me. I actually am gonna take this, I like it less. I'm gonna take it to a 6 from a 7.
All right.
It just got a little strong for me.
Next up, we got one of your favorites, you liked a bunch of these, but this was one of your favorites.
I hope it
This
stays
is
that way.
Gentleman Eau de Parfum.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I don't know if I love it enough to take it all the way to a 10 because that's promising an awful lot. But I enjoy it even more on the dry down. It's inviting. I'll give it a 9.5. This is just very on brand for me.
Cool.
I'm done
Sorry.
talking about it. I love it.
Cool, I'll set this one in your favorite piles. Cool. The next one is Boisee. This is another one you really enjoyed on the opening.
It changed. It changed a bit, but I like it the same. It was a very intriguing shift. It's there's another note that came through later.
Okay.
Almost like more floral or something. I'm gonna keep it the same. That's solid.
Solid 8.
Solid.
Cool. Then we have the Gentleman Eau de Toilette Intense.
Whoa, this changed a lot too. I'm actually gonna bring it up from a 6 to a 7. It got a little bit more feminine though, more florally for me for sure.
Okay.
But that was a really nice improvement. So I'm gonna take that up.
Cool. And then we have your tied for the other one. This is Gentleman Reserve Privée.
I still love it. But how I'm gonna vote, it remained consistent. This is definitely even warmer than the other one. This one I'm definitely picking up on kind of like holiday time, not just evening.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep it the same at a 9. So it's still way up there, but I did take it up.
Not quite your favorite.
No, not quite my favorite.
But great.
Fantastic. It's just more seasonal versus the other one is more versatile.
Cool. And especially knowing how you rate fragrances, sometimes you've given out plenty of really low scores. So when something scores high, you really dig it.
Tell me my face.
Next, we have Gentleman Only.
Didn't do much for me. I'm gonna keep it. It didn't change too much.
It was a 7.
It was a 7. I'm gonna keep it as a 7. I think it's a solid scent. I think it's confident. Still more day than night for me. But it didn't fluctuate enough to change the score.
So
you can count on it.
Yeah, 7.
7 still.
And then one you really, really dug, Absolute, Gentleman Only Absolute.
I still really love this as well. I think it remained pretty consistent. So with that being said, I gave it a high score to begin with. I'm gonna keep it at an 8.
Cool. Tiebreaker. This was your favorite. This is Gentleman Eau de Parfum versus Reserve Privée. Which one would you prefer to wear?
I would prefer to wear
Eau de Parfum?
Yeah.
Back to back? That's still your choice?
It's still my choice, yeah. This would be a nice change up, like I said, for that guy to have it for seasonal, but someone wear this and take me out.
Yeah, the line's interesting to me because the original Eau de Toilette, so Gentleman Eau de Toilette and Gentleman Only and Gentleman Eau de Toilette Intense are all very daytime work scents, like clean, professional. Like going to work, you can't go wrong with either of those three.
Yeah.
Dressing up business suit, it works for that situation too.
100%.
And then you have 3 that are very clear, or 4 that are very clearly like warm, nighttime, cozy, and they all act just a little bit different from each other.
They all act very different.
So I always tell people, I'm like, just go with the one you vibe with for this situation you need most. So if, let's say, Gentleman Eau de Parfum you like the most, just know that that's gonna head towards that nighttime, night out type of situation. Where if Boisee is the one you vibe with most at night, Jade's still gonna think you smell really good.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, my personal favorite is Discontinued. It's from the Gentleman Only line specifically. It's casual chic. It smells like a sexy mandarin orange and woods to me, but everyone thinks it's different. I'm actually wearing it right now. Jade, you want to smell?
That's good.
Yeah.
Josh, you smell amazing. Why you discontinue, guys? No.
It's literally my favorite one, but the Gentleman Only line is very different from the Gentleman line, except for the Gentleman Only, the original, is the one that smells closest to that. But this one rocks. If you ever see it, get it. But otherwise, Jade really wants you to vibe with this. Thank you, Jade.
Of course. Thanks for having me. Thanks for watching, guys.
Which one of these 7 fragrances is your favorite from the lineup? Write down below and let us know.
Let me know.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye. You when they get discontinued.
Smell me.
I smelled you when I hugged you. You smelled amazing.
You can just
be like, I love how you smell.
Yeah, and I always joke because like hot girls all like pickle juice or like
They
pickles.
do though.
It's like a weird thing. Only
For sure.
all hot girls totally dig pickles.
Is it the Snooki thing? I mean, not that she's hot, but I don't know.
I honestly don't know, but every hot girl I know totally loves pickles.
I love vinegar. I love.
See?
Dang.
Hot
yeah,
girl loves the pickles.
Hot...
All right.